Hello everyone, this is Kona, and thank you for tuning in to another TF2 commentary. Now for me, Demoman has always been one of those classes that's all about grenades, right? It's all about attacking at range and setting up traps, and that's nice. But recently, I started to see a new trend in not only how I play Demoman, but other people as well. Now I know Demo Knights are nothing new, they've been around since like 2009, ever since they released the Eyelander and the Charge and Charge. But I've always thought of Demo Knight as sort of a gimmicky way to play Demoman, you know, sort of like a trolley for fun way. And you know, you would play that, at least I would play that, whenever I got bored of the default way to play Demoman. Now over the years, Valve has released more and more melee-centric weapons for the Demo Knight to give him more variety, but still, I've always seen Demo Knights as kind of like a gimmick. That is until the Gunmetal update in July, and oh boy, this changed a lot. First of all, the Tide Turner got some really nice buffs. You know, before everyone complained about getting hit, but now it's actually pretty useful and it's still fun to trimp with. And second, the Alibaba's Wee Booties, or the Bootlegger, whichever one you prefer to use, got a nice speed increase, and this is going to be really important, especially if you're playing Demo Knight and all you can do is run around. You want that speed increase. And third, what I think really killed it for a lot of regular demo men, the lock and load got nerfed so bad. Like no one uses it anymore. I'm not really sure why they did this, because honestly, I think all they had to do was revert it back to just 2 grenades per clip instead of 3. 3 was kind of a lot, but you know, whatever. I mean, I guess now all of us now have to get good at using pipe bomb launchers or just spamming, just spam cannonballs. I guess that'll work. Anyway, because of these changes, I decided to try and play Demo Knight not as a silly, gimmicky class, but as a real part of the team composition and strategy. I wanted to figure out where he fit in and how he could contribute as much as possible as a melee-only class. Now at first I started charging at anything that moved like an idiot because I was still in that mindset that Demoman can take on pretty much any class out there. Now I realized, however, that this is not the way to play it and that I have to choose my targets wisely, otherwise I would get punished hard for it. Now at first I thought this was a bad thing, that Demo Knights have a smaller pool of classes that they're effective against, but I realized that even though a Demo Knight is only good at like some classes, you could almost 1 or 2 shot them, and it just seems really easy to kill them, a lot easier than it was with a Demo Man and having to be really accurate with your grenades. Snipers, spies, and other Demo Men are actually pretty easy to handle, and if you see a medic, just ignore everyone else and just go for that medic. If you can get that medic pick off, I think it's worth it. At least for me. I mean, I think if you get a medic, that's great. You did your job. Now, of course, there are some disadvantages to playing against other classes, and it's really tough to get around this. It's just going to be a really tough fight. For example, you can't really take on sentries anymore. So engineers, you have to sort of use your team as a distraction in order to get in on an engineer. And if you can get that engineer, that's really good, because once the engie goes down, his buildings are really vulnerable. So it'll be great if you can take him out, but one-on-one, it's really tough to take him out. Also, pyros with air blasting, it's a real pain. You can't really charge them head on. You're gonna have to be really careful about flanking them from the side so that you get the first hit on him. Now when I play Demo Knight, I try to do these little things that I'm hoping are helpful for my team. For example, I usually just walk and charge to the front lines rather than using a teleporter. If there's a line for a teleporter, I feel like Demo Knight doesn't really have priority in that line as much as regular Demo Man, because you have enough walk speed, hopefully, with the charging, hopefully, to get to the front lines pretty quick. It's like scouts taking teleporters. You should not be doing that. Hopefully you're not doing that. But yeah, like your priority for teleporters changed, so I'm hoping that it'll help my team out that way. Also, I don't need ammo packs, really. I don't shoot anything, so that's reserved for my team. And also health packs. Now, health packs, yes, I can get myself, but if I choose the right loadout and I play smart, I might actually not even need health packs. And speaking of loadouts, my favorite so far has got to be the Tide Turner, the Half-Side Toichi, and the Alibaba's Wee Booties. Those have got to be my favorite so far. I call this like the Banzai Loadout because all I do is I just charge in there and I'm just trying to get 1 kill. Just a single kill. That's all I need to do. And if you do manage to get that 1 kill, your health resets and your charge resets back to 100%, and you can do it again and again and again, and you keep on doing this. It's really a lot of fun to do. And let's say you do go in there and you get a kill, and if you ever feel unsafe after you get that kill, well, you have full health and you have full charge. you can actually charge out of danger if you get outnumbered or something like that and you feel like, whoa, I can't stay here. Just charge out there and then pretty much no one will be able to hit you. Now you could replace the shield with something else, with another shield that helps with survivability and tanking damage, but I really like the maneuverability of the Tide Turner. I really like kiting other people and running circles around them. It's a lot of fun, and you get the charge meter regen, which is really nice. I also found that the Scotsman Skull Cutter isn't that bad. It's actually really good. It got a buff last year, and combine that with the speed increase of for the boots and the better Tide Turner, and you are really dangerous if you get a crit charge. You are super deadly. With the half-side Toichi, it might take maybe 2 or 3 hits if you're unlucky and you're a little off with your timing, but with the Skull Cutter, man, you just need that one juicy hit and it's just so much damage. One other thing I'm having a lot of fun learning about is spacing. Now this is something that I've never really thought about in TF2 until I started to play other games like Dota 2, Splatoon, and other fighting games. In those games, spacing is very important. You need to know what your effective range is and what the enemy's effective range is, and once you understand that, all you have to do is try to put yourself into an advantageous position and all of a sudden things get really easy for you. I found that it's the same for Demo Knight. As Demo Knight, I like to move around a little bit and observe how people react to me. Figure out what their tendencies are, what range they like to shoot at me or something, and try to use that information to bait them into panicking, because let's face it, a Demo Knight is pretty intimidating when you run across one. Now by adjusting the space between me and my enemy, I can bait them to do something kind of careless or foolish, like let's say a premature air blast or firing a rocket, or maybe even forcing them to retreat behind a corner where they think they're safe. And once I sense that they're vulnerable, I just go in for the kill. I just go in and charge for the kill, and they really can't do anything about it. Now Demo Knight, like Spy, is all about the mind games, and I'm really enjoying trying to figure out what I can get away with this class. The gunmetal update really shook things up for TF2, which I think is fantastic. I'm really enjoying the new meta, and I'm just glad that Valve still cares about TF2. It's been a long time since a really major update. So my question for you is, what do you think about the Demoman changes? Do you think Demo Knight is a serious class to play? And if you do play Demo Knight, do you have any tips or tricks you'd like to share? Let me know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.